Why did the appliances that our parents and grandparents owned seem to last for decades, while new appliances that we buy today seem to break down within a matter of years, and often just after the warranty expires? Statistically speaking, the life expectancy of today's modern appliance is half of what it was even 15 or 20 years ago. So what's changed? The most common theory is that manufacturers have gotten cheaper on materials and build quality over the years in order to increase their profit margin and keep consumers coming back more frequently for new appliances. But is this what's going on? We've investigated the matter, and with the help of Fix.com's resident appliance tech, Chris, we'll answer the question, are new appliances designed to fail? Let us know in the comments. Do you still have an old appliance kicking around that seems to just keep going? Have you had a bad experience with a new appliance? We want to hear your stories. Now, when it comes to the question, are new appliances designed to fail, there are a few factors to take into consideration. They've become drastically more efficient in terms of electricity and water usage. A lot of new features and modernized functions have been added into the mix. And along with these factors, manufacturers have had to keep three things in mind: profit margin, consumer demand, and competition. First, let's start with the improvements in efficiency. Ever since the 70s, efficiency standards have been evolving and manufacturers have had to follow suit. They've had to find ways for their machines to use less power and water while still getting the job done. A lot of the materials and parts used to construct their older appliances had to be replaced or redesigned to meet federal regulations, and it's been working.
Today's appliances are a marvel. It's amazing how much we're seeing improvements in water consumption and energy use. For example, your dishwasher that used to use 10 gallons of water, now running around 3 gallons of water. Your washer that used to use 50 gallons is now using somewhere around 10 gallons. Electrical consumption, again, major reductions. Your dishwasher motor that used to run at about 13 amps is now running around 3. Your fridge compressor that was running at 13.5 amps is now running around 4.5.
Higher efficiency appliances will save consumers billions of dollars on their utility bills, but it comes with a catch. The redesigned machines are not quite as rock solid as their predecessors. Why not? Well, that's where profit margin comes in. To keep their appliances affordable while overhauling efficiency, manufacturers began sourcing cheaper parts that were not as sturdy as the ones they'd used before. This allows them to meet their efficiency targets, keep their prices down, and maintain profit margins. But the parts tend to fail more often. Is this a reasonable trade-off for consumers saving billions in energy costs? That's up to consumers, and time will tell. Okay, now let's move on to the new features and upgrades that modern appliances are equipped with. Here's Chris again.
So there's no question, today's appliances are far more energy efficient, and the manufacturers had to use a lot of changes in technology to make that happen. The benefit of that is we also see a lot more features that customers have been asking for. There's a downside to it. And to take a look at today's modern appliance, this is what you're looking at. And if you get past all the spaghetti, you can see that in order to make that simple oven work, we have to have a control board, we have to have a relay board, numerous sensors, we've got fan motors, double brake relays, multiple elements, door lock mechanism, and more safety features than you can shake a stick at. So while this product gives you better performance, lower energy use, you now have more components that all talk to each other, that work together, and if any one of them fails, you now have a repair. So with more parts, more failures, leaves you with the impression that today's product is not as good as product of old.
Speaking of features, this is where consumer demand and manufacturer competition come into play. As consumers, we want what we want now and not later. When a manufacturer comes out with a new feature that makes our lives easier, we want it. So manufacturers are constantly competing to innovate and get their products to the market first. This can often lead to them cutting corners and bypassing long-term testing so they can get their machines into homes quicker. That turns the consumer's homes into the testing ground. As a result, we'll generally see a higher number of failures than we would have 20 years ago. So when we look at these factors, we're able to reasonably answer the question, are new appliances designed to fail? The answer is yes, kind of. But it's not necessarily intentional. As we've shown, it's largely a result of consumer demand. We want higher efficiency and modernized features, but at the same price points, and manufacturers have made choices to give that to us. Unfortunately, those choices can come with repercussions, and we find ourselves with appliances that just don't seem as reliable as what was on the market in the past. So if we're not willing to fork over a small fortune for higher quality appliances, then we'll have to take steps to reduce the chance of failure and limit frustration when it does happen.
As an appliance tech who's worked in the field for many years, here's what I would recommend. Read the owner's manual to be sure you use the machine the right way. Do your research before buying. Always register the new appliance with the manufacturer. And remember, your warranty begins on the delivery date, not your purchase date or the first day you use the appliance. Consider extended warranty options at the time of purchase. You may hope that you wouldn't need it and may not want to spend the extra money, but it may just save you a significant amount of money down the road.
Okay, that about does it. We hope you've come away with a better understanding of the perception surrounding modern appliances and how they stack up to older ones. Please comment with any questions or stories you may have. We'd love to hear them. And don't forget to subscribe for more helpful videos.